What's really doing? We're back here for the very first time with Lethal Company. I'm not sure any of you expected me to say such words out of my mouth at any point. This music needs to stop. Shut up! If you're unfamiliar with this game, it's been making the rounds of late. It's like the new hit popular cooperative horror game, basically. Up to 4 people or more with mods. You're going into an old facility on abandoned moons. It's space, it's sci-fi, it's industrial. And you're looking for junk that you can bring back to your ship and sell so that you do not get evicted from your ship and also life by the company. Made by one person as far as I understood and still in early access, and it came out quite recently. It was the sort of game where quickly after it came out, it became this very big popularized thing, and people got really competitive about it, and like, oh, what are the speedrun strats? Now everyone knows all the rules and the ins and outs of how the AI of each monster works, and it's the sort of thing where, to a point, you're like, I don't really want to subject myself to everyone telling me how to play this. But for one reason or another, last night, which was Christmas Eve, because it is Christmas Day, as you can see, I'm decked out in my customary Christmas Spider-Man face stickers and Pikmin Christmas shirt and lapel glasses that have reindeer antlers on them, with my Happy Holidays mug. It's got water in it. For some reason or another, I was sort of restless last night, and I was just like, oh, I want to play something and just like get these jitters out. I was having trouble sleeping. And I picked Lethal Company for some reason. And I tell ya, I was expecting to go in there and have fun and get brutalized by some monsters, and accidentally discovered that this game is bloody gorgeous. I have a few clips from that I shadow played from last night. First of all, I went on my very first excursion. I vaulted the railing of my ship straight into a pile of quicksand and instantly died, so good job me. I got almost enough money to fill my profit quota on the second day, and then lost it all on the third day because I wandered off into the darkness until midnight, at which point my ship left me, because I was just so enamored by how gorgeous the world was. It has this beautiful sort of quasi-liminal spaces, nostalgic vibe. You know that vibe that Minecraft has, where you're walking around, it's like, it's so simple, so you feel like you've been there before, but it's still something so gorgeous about it, and the music is sort of sparse and just kicks into the right moments. I was not expecting this game, for all the famed horror I heard it had to offer, to be so damn gorgeous. So I thought I'd just go for one quota timeline of 3 days, see if we can win it. Well, probably not, because you're really meant to be playing it multiplayer. It is a multiplayer designed game. This sticker's about to fall off, sorry. And just sort of explore some moons and just wander and chat a bit, because it's Christmas. On the time of recording. It probably is going up in January sometime, but I was having such a good time with it last night that I figured, oh man, wouldn't it be nice to just share it? And even if we're not actually playing the game very well or very right, just give it a whirl. So, the moon we're orbiting right now is 41 experimentation. We've got Assurance, which is currently rainy, and Vow. The file I played in last night, I deleted and restarted, so I guess these are always like this, because these are what the moons were called before. And as I understand it, there are basically 3 tiers of this. There's the first 3 where it says Experimentation, Assurance, and Vow. All of those cost 0 sparklies to get into. But if you want to go for the farther away ones, which have better loot and more monsters... this one is also cost 0. Never mind, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe all the ones we have that are available to us are pretty chill. No, not this one, anyway. Offense and March are both flooded, and we have no gear, so I would think it's not wise to go there. I'm given to understand there's some kind of starter kit you can buy that has, like, flashlights and stuff. But, no. I'm not going to do that. Let's go to Vow. The flying cost is 0. Our new balance is 60, having not spent anything on that. And as I understand it, since we already have 60 sparklies, you can't just use those to make your profit quota. You do actually have to profit that much at the time. So let's just wander around and enjoy the sparseness and beauty of it and have a good old nice relaxing Christmas time. This is probably going to be a short video because there's a decent chance I will die quickly on these 3 days, but I'm just going to do these 3 days and we'll call it there. And if we meet quota, we do, and it's great. And if we don't, we don't. Actually, I will just pause to say this. Oh, it doesn't pause, right? Of course, it's an online game. I'm playing in a LAN mode just so I can only play by myself, but it is meant to be an online game. So forgive me, this is not high-level gameplay, and I'm just going to be playing it to have a good time myself. I don't actually even know where the main entrance is. Oh, that's me. I thought there were critters in the ship. As far as I know, the only goods and scrap, in the sense of scrap, you actually can get are from the buildings that you go to, which is where all the monsters are. Those, I think, are not good for you. New creature data sent to terminal. Have fun. But I did wander around and find a cassette tape on the outside one time, which I think is chiefly for lore and not for selling, maybe? I didn't get a chance to read it before I wandered into the distance and was promptly left behind by my ship, but I think it was a lore kind of thing. It seems clear that this game's going to have a lot more to offer later. This does not feel like the right way to the facility, does it? This little blue line I can do scans things in my immediate area, so you can see it says ship home base there. And apparently also can give you cancer, if I read that instruction booklet last night correctly. This doesn't look like an awesome place to fall down into, but man, I mean, just look at the mood of this place and like the art style. It's kind of gorgeous. Right, I'm gonna guess circuit bees. Yeah, it sounds like we don't want to touch. I guess you can get probably some goods from grabbing that nest, but let's not. And I'm gonna guess that the locusts are not fun. What did that hazard level say? C? That should be fine. I was in other hazard levels before, and it was fine. I went to hazard level B once, and it was totally safe. Nothing scary happened at all. That's a large pumpkin. I probably shouldn't ask this, but do I want to go near that? Well, it doesn't seem to actually show up on the scan, so maybe it isn't anything useful. Oh, we're going away from the woods. That looks like a facility over there, doesn't it? So our first profit quota is 130, and I think that's pretty chill to get. The few treasures I found last time were like worth about 60, so if we only really need 3 treasures over these 3 days, average 1 a day, should be fine. Trick is, if you die, and if your entire party dies, which in this case is just us, you lose all the goods that are in your ship. I don't know if you can fly to the company in between days to offer your goods to them, or if that consumes a day. I do not yet know that, and I will not probably. Well, we'll give it a try this time, and I guess maybe we'll just waste a day, and that's fine. This isn't really meant to be a proper learning experience. I don't actually know if I'll even go back for a part 2 or a part 3. I was playing it last night. I was having a good time just soaking in the sights and the atmosphere. I mean, listen to the hum of machinery and the mist and the fog. It's a beautiful, beautiful looking game. Art direction is absolutely off the chain here. But I have watched a number of videos on this game, like funny clip compilations and stuff, and I highly recommend it because there's a lot of very funny stuff that can happen. And so I've got a primer on what to do and not to do, but we are currently doing what you should not do, which is go out without any gear, or including not even a flashlight. But hey, you know what? Maybe we'll luck into some gear, or maybe there'll be a monster right on the other side of this door. You never know. So let's just wander on around, have a good old time. I think I have the text to speak, the chat disabled, like my mic isn't actually doing anything because I don't have any other people. So me talking like this shouldn't attract any unwanted attention, I don't imagine. So let's look on around and see if we can find any scrap, and hopefully not bad. It's a hairbrush! 526, we're all doing great, everybody! One weird thing is that scrolling, by default, scrolling down brings you... It doesn't work the way I was expecting anyway. Oh, this is a big one, so my hands are full. Well, let's go drop this back off at the ship. Bottles ought to be worth something. Oh, let's put a bit of a run on. Where's the front door? I forget. I think it's over here. Oh, shoot. Oh, bugger. Wait, I'm scared now. Let's see. I'm fine. Everything is safe. Don't know why I'm scared. Hang on a tick. How much is this worth? 50! So we've got already 70 or something, right? That hairbrush was worth 20 something? I don't like the look of whatever's on that hill there. It's moving into live. Or did I scam one of those already? Were those the friendly birds? I'm gonna not guess that they're the friendly birds, and I'm just gonna assume they're not friendly. Head on back to the ship with my bottles and my hairbrush. But like I was saying, you're really not meant to play this alone, and because normally if one of you dies, you just take a bit of a hit to your income. Whereas if we die, we lose absolutely everything that's on the ship. I'm thinking, to minimize risk to ourselves, maybe we should just leave early. Now that we've got these 2 things, that's 70 profit in 1 day. Not bad. You know, it's not much, but it's honest work. Maybe we dip for today, and we see if we're allowed to sell this stuff preemptively. I'm not sure if flying to the company takes an entire day or not, because you only have 3 days, which is basically 3 expeditions to do it. If you're not allowed to, if flying to the company in between days is bad and takes a whole day, then we're going to be 1 day down. But that's probably better than risking. Well, no, I guess at that point, then we only have the 1 day to make it back anyway, so. The benefit is kind of outweighed, but at least just so I can see that because I'm curious if that's what happens if it takes a day to go back to the company. It'd be nice to fly there, but for now, honestly, this is supposed to be like a funny horror game, but I'm just enjoying it as like a moody job sim. You know, I'm just vibing over here, man. Merry Christmas. And happy holidays. Anything else you celebrate or don't celebrate. Bottle collected 50 and hairbrush collected 26. So that's 76 profit. This is good work. I don't know if you're allowed to sell this instruction booklet for anything, but we probably will sell it because I don't want it anymore. It's an eyesore as far as I'm concerned. There are all kinds of things you can do with the terminal as well. Commands that I'm not up to my stuff on, but up to my snuff. But we got some new creators, so let's read up on them, shall we? You know, I'm like this, and any game has a logbook. I've got to have a look at it. Roaming Locust, Sigurd's danger level, 0%. Oh, they're fine then. Side tech name, and I probably should close the door for this. Oh, I guess it's got a timer on it. That's what that 100% means. Anacridium vega, known as roaming locust. This is a species of grasshopper. Unlike some species which are more prone to jump or fly, roaming locusts are almost never grounded and stay close together even when in smaller numbers. They will quickly disperse when a predator disrupts them, but are highly attracted to light. What was the other one? Circuit bees? Scientific name, Crabrocorascus, the circuit bee, also known as the red bee. Oh, right, sorry, what I was getting at with the scrolling. I swapped the way it works because for some reason so it defaulted to... scrolling up makes it go right, which doesn't work with me. Scrolling up should go left in the toolbar as far as I'm concerned. So I swapped them around, which is fine, except that it makes these this backwards, so I have to scroll up to go down here. That's all right. The Circuit Bee, also known as Red Bee, it's a danger level 90%, by the way, so good thing we didn't go near those. Is a eusocial flying insect of the genus Apis, a descendant of the honeybee. Wouldn't that be descendant with an A? Their appearance is quite recognizable from their hairy red bodies and 2 sets of wings. Like their ancestors, they are well known for their intelligent social behavior, large colony size, building wax nests which they use to store honey, and their important role in pollination. Unlike the honeybee, which often chose high places such as trees to construct its hive, red bees create their hives on the ground. Red bees are highly defensive. They will leave the nest to attack any creature that comes within several meters, leaving behind only the queen and drone bees. This bold behavior is enabled by their most defining ability, which is their electrostatic charge. Red bees produce friction within the air. They also produce friction by rubbing their 2 pairs of wings against each other and by rubbing against one another while in the hive. What allows them to create such a surplus of electric field compared to the honeybee is still under research, as they generate a stronger electric field when panicked or angered. This ability is especially useful for them around water. That is a thing, though. Like, certain real bees in real life generate, like, electrical currents by flapping their wings, and that helps them somehow. It's beest to keep your distance. If a red bee hive is stolen, red bee swarms will enter an onslaught in which they attack any living creature. This destructive behavior will last until they have located the hive or completely exhausted themselves, which is going to take hours to days, i.e., don't do it. They have been known to leave behind fields of bodies of small rodents, insects, and even some larger mammals, and in rare cases they can start fires. Their strong benefits and drawbacks to their ecosystems are highly debated. Baited. The indomitable Sigurd. That's nice. What time is it? You have to go outside to see the clock, I suppose. 8:45. Let's just tell them to wrap up early, shall we? I'll just start it, and let's go leave. See if we can sell this stuff off, or if that takes a whole day. Oh, we just drove through a tree. I'm sure that's fine. I don't think anyone will be angry at us for that. I'm afraid I need to offer an apology to you, because I've been remiss in not demonstrating to you the most important feature of this game thus far. A76 of 495. A grade of C is not bad, considering we kept our lives. One experience. Happy about that. The most important feature. You can do a little jig. Probably has more worth in multiplayer, but I mean, this game is just a vibe. Sorry, I didn't even read all the information about this moon before we landed on it. Orbiting 56 Val, population abandoned to conditions humid, rough terrain, teeming with plant life. Fauna, a competitive ecosystem supports aggressive life forms. We haven't seen any of the actual monsters inside the facilities yet, but don't worry, I saw one last night, and I've seen a few in the videos, so I know just what's out there. I know what's at stake here. So we haven't actually made a quota because we haven't gone to the company to sell any of that. I say we give that a try and see about if that is possible to do that, or if it will take a day to do. Because I guess you have to actually, like, land there, don't you? Orbiting 71 Gordian, population unknown. Conditions, no land masses, continual storms, fauna unknown, where the company resides. So we're about to find out if this costs a day. Hello, company. I'm back. I've got goods. Even if it does cost a day, we should be able to get however many more we need. Like 60 on the next day, I reckon. If we are not brutalized by some critter. But oh man, even this place, I wandered around here all night last night, just went all the way to the other end of the dock, because just look at the sky, and the little industrial lights, and the lighting. Ugh, art direction. Gorgeous. I haven't been that way, though. There's probably some interesting stuff. There's probably one of those lore tapes like I found on one of the other moons. So if I throw this here, and we don't know if this does anything, but we'll sell it because I don't want it. 53% of what? Capacity? Do you need to have more before they'll actually take it? I haven't actually gotten this far before. I set my stuff down and then started wandering off and then fell in the ocean and died last time. Please take it. I know there are things that happen if you ring it too much. There's a slight chance that 53% means I needed more to put more things down there for it to sell properly. I've never seen this bit before. Maybe we just need to sit down and be patient. Can I dance while sitting? I can't. You can also point with 2. You really want to not ring this too much. I'm given to understand. But I get the sense that if I leave now, this stuff won't actually sell. So maybe... Wait, hang on. Was I able to take stuff off, though? It says grab E, but it doesn't actually let me. This is purely a thing of trial and error now, because I haven't seen enough and played enough to know if I'm doing this wrong right here. Ah, well, you only live once. Oh, I hear noises from inside, actually. Ah, there we go. They took it. Do I get paid, or... Yay! Oh, they did buy the clipboard for us. Hang on. Sorry. That paycheck didn't look right to me. Bottles were worth 50, brush worth 26, clipboard worth 5. My maths don't add up to 40. They add up to 81. Is there like a processing fee? Oh, or does it mean 53%? That's the amount I get for it because I didn't go at the very end of the day, like at the end of our 3-day period. I did not realize that was a system. Well then, before we leave, let's head off here and just want to explore around this the back of all this stuff here and just see if there's anything interesting going on. Because open hatch. I'm not sure we should go down there, or should we? That looks very interesting. I've never seen any of this. Oh my. See what I'm talking about? Look at all those noises sound great. But just look at all the absolutely gorgeous, like, the design in these industrial locations. It's so, I don't know how to describe it, but it's so artistic and there's such a charm to it that's so unique. And maybe I can make the jump to that pipe, but I don't see if there's anything over there. I'd be willing to bet there's another one of those lore tapes that I found that one time around here, but... I say we head off to another moon and see if we can't make quota. Farewell, Gordian 71. We're off! Our first profit, though. How about that? Simply delightful. Ready for takeoff! I know it's supposed to be kind of creepy and dystopian, but there is just something so nice about this world we're in here. Deadline still says 2 days, though, so I guess you're totally allowed to go into there in between days. It's just that if you bring it in early, you're getting less money for it. Okay, I get the trade-off then. But I still prefer that, because if we die on day 2 here, then we would have lost all those things we just got. Very well, so let's just head to one of the other moons now. Assurance, it's currently stormy at. That sounds nice and calming in its own way, doesn't it? Still costs 0 to go there, so let's rock it. Orbiting 220 Assurance, population abandoned, conditions jagged arc, weathered terrain, fauna, ecosystem supports territorial behavior, again, weather stormy. Let's land on in there. No gear, and a dream. If we actually do make quota, I'll be astounded. Oh, wow. You know what it reminds me of a bit is Talon 4 from Metroid. It's just gorgeous. Now, I believe there's a decent chance this is where I vaulted the railing of my ship and instantly fell into quicksand and died. Hazard level D, though, so it's perfectly safe. Yes, I vaulted right over here and there was a pile of, a patch of quicksand, I believe. Last time. Was that just my ship landing, or did something land on my ship? That's probably fine. You know what? It's probably normal and good. Was this the one where I found that secret tape in the end? Oh no, I guess this is just thunder striking. That's what the stormy is about. Oh, so should I be like really careful about carrying any metal stuff out of the facility when we find it? Well, I have to imagine all this junk is part of the facility. So if I had been brave enough to assume that I wouldn't die this day, I could have saved all those all the 81 valued goods we had for the final day. And we would only had to gather 50 sparklades worth of goods today. Main entrance is over there. Can we get up if we go down to this ravine, or should we go around? Let's try and go around for a bit. What you? Oh yeah, lightning is just kind of striking wherever. But just look at how gorgeous this landscape is, and it's cool. It goes on for a very fair way. Like I sprinted. I left the ship at like the in-game 3 p.m. and I was running into the distance till midnight when I did that one time, and it was mostly flat, featureless terrain beyond that. But it's cool that it feels like there's an actual rest of the moon, in theory, if you went far enough. Even if it's not actually really in play. I don't think I'll be able to Skyrim my way up this one. We probably should just head back to where they actually showed us the entrance, shouldn't we? I'm sure I'm going to get absolutely dunked on by the first monster that chooses to rear its ugly head. I think this is totally fine and safe what I'm doing, just sliding down the wall like Mario. I'm about to pull a wall jump, that's all. I'm not falling and skidding down to my death and ruining my spacesuit. Right, I'm on a time limit. I did forget that. Let's go not waste any more time. Main entrance is over here, but since our first quota is only 130, even for a novice like myself, that should be handleable. And if you just hug the wall like this, you can slide all the way down without mortal injury, which is my preferred way to slide down. I mean, they did say hazard level D, right? D for don't worry, it's totally safe. Wow, I can get shelter from the storm there. It even makes the sound all different. Oh, but so gorgeous in the rain and the sky. I love the way they've done the sky and the clouds. What's that flying in between the sky and us? Do you see that? In between the sun and us there? There's like a little 2-pixel thing. I probably shouldn't waste my time on it now. I know you can get jetpacks in this game, although I don't think you're allowed to fly them that high. But it sure would be fun. And these facilities are colossal. I just navigated one time. Took like the whole day. Please don't be a monster right there. It's totally safe and fine. Looks an awful lot like the one we were at before. Locked. So you can get lockpicks in this game, I know about. Such things. It's pretty bright. Tragedy. 37 sparklies. What's so tragic about it? Oh, it's a tragedy mask, I see. Probably don't want to put that on. I've seen that masks do special and awful things. How much money do we need? Oh, said sparkly somewhere? Key! Value only 3, but it probably goes to a door around here. Oh, I didn't know that would wreck the key. Well, it's only worth 3 anyway. So we need about 100 more sparklies, is that correct? I think that's what I understood at some point. The other reason it's not really wise to go by yourself is because you can have someone in the ship I don't think I want to mess with that. Who can look at the radar and tell you where bads are so you know where not to be. But, oh, that's one of the turrets! Oh, shit! I knew I'd heard that sound before when watching those videos. I just couldn't remember what it indicated. So I was like, all right, it must be a motion sensor that I shouldn't trip. I should stop walking immediately. That was the one thing I should not have done when walking in front of a turret. Hey, at least it wasn't a monster. Okay, so the bad news is this. Wait, huh? Did I lose experience for that? Oh, no, it took away my money as well. Oh, but that took away the money from my actual this here, not from my profit quota. That's good. So we still just need 90. Good. Great. From what I've seen, it seems like mostly if you go on the last day, you get a full 100% of whatever it is. So as long as we've got 90 on this last moon, let's head over to Vow. We might actually meet quota. I don't have high hopes for that. But you know what? Since we've got 80 sparklies here, let's see if we can get anything that might help. I'm not sure there's going to be much that'll be too helpful while we're by ourselves here. I'll get a pro flashlight, a stun grenade. I don't imagine I'll be able to use it to good purpose, but we'll just bring one. Why not? And I believe that these they ship them to you on the next moon you land on. So 56 Vow, population abandoned, conditions humid, rough terrain, teeming with plant life, combat competitive, same deal as before. It supports aggressive life forms, but you know, they may not all be aggressive. That's how I read that to be. Oh hey, there's an aggressive life form right now. Aggressive? I'm not sure. It was certainly very red, but I guess maybe all the creatures are that way. Hazard level C, so you know, maybe a little more dangerous than things we've seen before, but it's not all bad. And if I'm correct, then very soon we'll hear a shipment coming in of those things we just ordered onto this moon here that will help us in our quest to not die like an idiot like I just did. At least now I know, though. If I ever hear that little noise again, it means get behind something. Oh, more of those bees. Think I could stun grenade them? I wonder what this huge pumpkin's about, too. There must be something you can do with it. We've seen it in 2 different places now. Oh, that's our... Uh-oh! It's got a little Christmas version! I think normally it doesn't play like an ice cream truck music, but since it's Christmas, it's playing a little We Wish You a Merry Christmas on it. That's cute. So you open it all up and you get your supplies from it. This is the thing, all the shipment we just ordered. Hang on now. Where's the stun grenade? Ah! Right there. Why, thank you, shipping rocket thing. Let's go find that the facility, shall we? Maybe we'll see if I can actually use the radar on the ship to learn something this time. Probably I'm just gonna go in there and get shot again, though. I just want to prepare everyone for that possibility. So even though this is more of just like a feeling it out and enjoying the vibes rather than a full playthrough kind of episode, I might like to come back to this game at some point and play it either in multiplayer or by myself again, just because it seems like it's got a lot to offer, this thing. Apparently there are only 9 monsters. I feel like I've seen like 30 in all the different videos I've watched. This only shows us the local area. You can transmit messages. These are mostly for multiplayer. We're good. I'll turn the monitor off, I think. We'll just walk around and find it again. It's alright. And anyone gets in our way, they've got the stun grenade to answer to. I don't actually know what button it is to use it. Oh, pull pin is left mouse button. Cool. At least we know that. Oh, look at the sky! The sky is pretty, and I heard a rustle from my left. There are some more bees. That's not good for me. Is this the facility? I do think that it is. This looks like water down here. I don't imagine you can really swim in this spacesuit, so I'm not going to go down there and drown, because that would be a lame way for this to end. Okay, so the bees hives have a value of 53. So if we're really desperate by the end of this and we haven't found any loot in there, and don't get shot, and we need to round it out somehow, I'm thinking like, throw a stun grenade at those bees and then run like hell? That could work. This bridge looks sturdy and stable enough, although I don't love the crack in it. Data chip! Ah! This is one of those, I found a similar one in one of the other moons, just up on a water tower somewhere. So that is one of those things I'm considering a lore chip that isn't actually something you can sell or any such thing, because it doesn't appear in my inventory here. Let's go see if we can grab 2 pieces of scrap. Once again, avoiding death as much as can really reasonably be expected of us. Hang on. Oh, this is the main entrance here. It doesn't scan it when you're really close. And, well, you know, we're doing our diggity best. I didn't like the way it hung there. Almost like it was loading a monster. That looks like a monster, doesn't it? Very immobile monster. Or maybe it's a dead monster, and that's why it's immobile. Oh, I've got a flashlight now. I don't have to be an idiot. And I think you can scroll off it and still keep the light. Ah! Much better. Let's see how long we keep that. Now, this is where we got shot in the turret, was in a room like this a minute ago. Oh, but look at all the gear here. Oh, you know what? I'm tempted to take these two and dip. That's like 80, right? Oh, another egg beater. Oh, let's come back for that. I'm just kind of hoping that since I closed the door on this thing, nothing will come after us. But that looked an awful lot like a monster down there, didn't it? I mean, what could be more perfect? Might not even need those bees. And some of the things you can, it's weird that it shows main entrance over there when it's behind me over here, right? Huh. Some of the things you pick up in these buildings can actually... Oh, just more locusts. Do actually have some purpose within the game. This magnifying glass doesn't appear to, but... It's worth a look at everything we pick up to see if it bears any additional use as a tool or what have you. But at the moment, man, I'm just enjoying soaking in the vibes of this place. It's a lovely time. I'm not hearing as much music as I did the first time. Sorry, where was that ship you said? Did I just walk past it? I think I must have done. Could have sworn it was just scanning it for us. Thought it was like up over this hill. I don't know where I am. We know the facility's over that way, so I guess if we just head this way, maybe. Well, there's a bridge, but that's the bridge we crossed, right? So, there's the beehives. So we were on the other side of that, I think. When I was wandering around last night, there was like this odd, sparse bit of music playing here and there on piano, in very much a Minecrafty kind of way, where it just sort of drifted in and out. It was very, very just sort of peaceful and interesting. It was part of what lulled me and hypnotized me and made me say, oh man, I want to play this on the channel tomorrow. Out of nowhere, completely against all expectations, on Christmas Day. More bees! Be very careful. Yeah, I don't really feel like trying my luck with stun grenading bees. I've seen how quickly they can end you. So I don't know if we're allowed to sell back our gear, but if we needed to make a profit of 90... Oh, you probably don't get any profit from selling your own gear, do you? But if you did, I guess we could sell some of this stuff. You might make the money back, but it probably doesn't count for profit quota, were I to guess. So Magnifying's 50, and this thing was 39, so we'd actually be one short anyway, even if we... assuming it's selling for 100%, if we just use those two. So I say we go back for just that egg beater and then we call it. Don't risk ourselves anymore, because if we die here, it's all over, everything we gather here. And we could actually have a decent chance of making quota here on what is effectively my second go, but our first go. As long as I don't blunder into any bees that are just kind of chilling on the ground. I should put a bit of a move on, though, before it gets too dark. Oh, I meant to recharge my flashlight while I was there. Well, let's just turn it off while we're out here. Now, assuming no bads moved around too much, sorry, I'm taking a really stupid route to get to this facility, which I think is over there. I'm just all turned around is all. Assuming no extra monsters have taken up residence in those few rooms we were in, and that the door we closed remains closed, and that the monsters can't open it, we should be able to grab that egg beater that's worth 39 and sparklies and just dip. That's, of course, hoping and praying that we end up with a 100% conversion rate by the final day, which I don't actually know to be the case. Oh boy. Hang on now. I don't actually know my way back to the thing. I have to put a moo-moo on if we're going to get back before midnight. Oh, damn. I'm back at the ship. How did I do that? Oh, but look at the moon. Oh, no. Oh, come on. We actually found something that was worth what we need. I just couldn't carry it at the time. I should have just dropped the grenade. That's surely a facility there, right? But I didn't even see the bridge. I have a bad feeling I'm not going to make it back by midnight. Because each second is... Oh. Okay, well, if I'm not going to make it as far as the thing, then the best thing to do would be to go for these bees. This might be where it ends, folks. We actually had a good chance of doing that until I screwed it up and forgot how to get back. Okay, I think these bees might be the closest ones to our ship. So I'm going to try and stun grenade them and grab it and run. This might be where it ends. Sorry, folks. Okay, pins pulled. Bang! Why do I feel like that didn't do much to the bees? Oh, no, they don't like that at all. Can I outrun them? Is it possible? Okay, they went off to attack me. Okay, let's see if I can just outrun them once I grab the nest. I think it's our only shot. Excuse me! I missed the nest. Come on. I've only got till midnight. Okay, so I need to lure them away from it. And then circle around and pick it up. Pick it up, pick it up! Okay, time to go! Are they actually hitting me with that? I can't actually tell. Oh wait, I'm about to run out of stamina. You can have it back! I take it back! I'm sorry, I lied! It was a joke! It was a joke! Where the hell did the bridge go anyway? Well, we didn't make quota. I have no idea how I lost the path to that facility. It was like 2 feet in from our arcade before. Well, that's 0 days, so that's all. I guess this is our pity death music.
Report to the company building immediately to sell your scrap metal and other goods.
Yeah, the thing about that. Actually, I would like to give it another go. Let's start again. Because actually, we were pretty close that time, and so I do feel like I do kind of want to just give it a try at making the first quota here by ourselves. Although I'm given to understand you lose everything from your ship when you die if you party wipe, which means we'll even lose this clipboard if we die preemptively. So stun grenades do not work on bees. This is a universal truth, I'm pretty sure. Shovels, I believe, are your sort of main melee weapon, so maybe we grab one of those. I know I started this being like, let's just be chill and lose the first time and it'll be alright. But you know what? Actually, since we got so close, I do want to win. Sorry. Making a decision to win. Oh, but look at this. It's just so gorgeous. Yeah, this is that water tower up there is where I found the hazard level B. Oh no, there are probably monsters in the facility then. That tower up there is where I found that data chip that one time. Alright, I'm gonna be a little more focused and try and actually do a little better this time. I just ordered some stuff so that it should show up in the rocket shuttle thing sometime around here, which would be nice, because actually I'd like to explore this room here with a flashlight. Because it's kind of hard to see otherwise. But it feels like there might be something important in it. There's that two speckled thing again. Unless that's the rocket ship from way... Oh! Oh, that's what it is. That's just always floating in the sky. I see. Sweet! We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. And a Happy New Year. I love how weird and sort of like extra spacey it is. Great, so we'll check out this building that I just lost, which is over here. Then we'll go up to the water tower, see if the data chip is there, just because I'm curious if it responds there consistently. Oh, this shovel is very heavy, apparently. And then we'll head to the facility and try and not lose this time. So you can head to the facility in between days, but you don't actually have to sell anything if you get there and you decide, oh, no, 53% isn't worth it, kind of thing. This flashlight doesn't help at all in here. It's just impossible to see. I guess it's foggy or something. And the scan doesn't turn up too much. Never mind then. You can sprint up the ladders, but it seems to barely actually bring you up any faster. So last night when I was playing, I believe I found a data chip. Yeah, it's right here, so it does spawn consistently. That's fun. And where do we find that other one? It was kind of like on a railing somewhere. Swing of Things, August 27th. I guess we can read that once we get back to our ship, but let's not waste our time on it now. But that could be fun. Maybe it gives you some useful info. Alright, no more Mr. Nice Scrapper. Right, so this is the planet, the moon on which I walked in the distance. I walked that way, all the way around the facility, and then ended up... I crouched under here and went all the way there and then ended up just walking into the hills all night. And it was just... Oh, the sky was so gorgeous. It was just magical. It was enchanting. I wasn't even going to record this episode of this game until that happened. Main entrance is where? That there. Alright, well, hazard level B. Good luck, everyone. Try not to die. That means you as well. Not just me. That looks like no good stuff, but there's a flask over there worth 17. Oh, we can hop these, right? Oh, yeah, the jumping is a little strange in this game, but yes, I'll take it if it means having some potential money to potentially not die, potentially. I don't see any monsters in the distance. Does anyone else? I don't actually know how to go back, though, in this point, so... I don't know anything. I'm just guessing and wandering around and hoping I run into something shiny. Key, you say? Well, that's only worth 3. I think I'm dead. Funny that the scan didn't turn that one up. Those are things that hang from the ceiling and jump down on you, but we just scanned that room and it didn't show up, so I don't know how I were to see it. I guess you just keep looking up. My bad. Okay, still at 0 experience. It's clear I'm not getting better at this. Da, fucker. All right, that costs us, but it doesn't lower our quota. So we've only got 2 days now to make our 130, but maybe it'll be like, oh, this is still here, so we can sell this at the last day, and that'll be nice. Oh, maybe you don't lose anything that's in this cabinet. Maybe that's how it works. So we should be putting stuff in there at every time. I don't know. Okay, maybe we don't go there. Vow is foggy right now. That sounds fun. I've never been lost there in my life, so it would... Oh, I lost the flashlight and stuff too, did I? Well, that sucks. All right, come on. Let's focus up here and give this a try. We found more than enough loot on several occasions to actually make the quota. I just usually don't make it back. Oh, it's not gonna, like, unfoggy from here? Are we on the ground? Oh, foggy. Oh, very foggy. Oh, okay. Well, if I didn't get lost here before... Oh, no. A compass wouldn't hurt. I can't actually tell if there's ground or if I'm about to walk off a cliff, so this doesn't bode well for us. That's water. So maybe not. Oh, I guess I'm not getting back up there, am I? Okay, let me start a new file. 4 times the charm, 4th time's the charm. So as far as I understand, the goal of this is just to last as many days as you possibly can. Although my personal goal is just to last 1 quota at the moment. I wasn't convinced I wanted to do it at the beginning of this this video, but all of a sudden I feel like we can totally handle it. And there's that shuttle ship right at the top left there. It'll be coming back soon. Give me that. I haven't got a chance to read this once. Any other play this I've seen, it makes more of like a Christmas, an ice cream van song when it lands. But I guess since we're playing on Christmas, or even around Christmas, it does that. That's cute. All right, before there was no more Mr. Nice Scrapper. Now Now you're going to be acquainted with Mr. Nice Scrapper intimately. I mean, I guess I'm not the actual one who goes and scraps the stuff. I just pick the scraps up, so I guess I'm more of a salvager. Anyone who comes near, though, is getting a face full of shovel. It makes a really crinkly rubber noise every time you do it. All right. Who wants it? Huh? Does you wants it? Look, I'm not falling for another one of those damn things on the ceiling. No, don't pick up the bolt. Shovel. Oh, I should have this on as well. Nothing's dropping down on me from the ceiling again. That was a one-time occurrence that will never occur again because it was a one-time occurrence. Gift box? Hell yeah. My recollection was last time I found one of these, I ended up opening it and had good stuff inside. Like, it was worth more once I opened it. But I guess it's, there's a chance that's not true, isn't there? Let's dump our stuff outside and we'll bring it to the ship in a bit. Because you can open this and then find out whatever's inside, which is, a big old axle, which was 62. Hell yes! That's way more than just the bolt. So question is, do we want to try and sell this stuff off just to save that progress and have that quota be partially filled for like the 50% it'll give us, so a total of 91 down to 45? Or do we want to go in there and grab a bit more? Let's go and grab a bit more. I reckon we can. Anyone else hear a weird hum that I didn't? I'm going to close that before we carry on here. This room looks safe. I wager we go in here and only find good things. Especially when we turn down this hallway. Actually, it does kind of look like there's something at the end, doesn't it? Oh, there better not be anything on the ceiling. Not having that happen again. That was infuriating. Never again. Never again will I be tricked by... You know, this place has level B, and I haven't seen any monsters, which troubles me. Nothing on the ceiling, huh? Don't you think you're gonna get by like that? Oh, big old supply room. This looks important. One of these big axles. Another present on the ground. Oh, monsters? Let's get the gift first, because the axle takes both hands. Let's run like hell! This might be enough to meet quota already on day 1. Hell yeah, 161. Nice work, Austin. Let's open the gift box. It seems they're mostly more valuable when you open them. That is a flask of 54, 195. Booyah. You know what? I'm very happy with that. Oh, and here's the piano music. See, it's like Minecraft. It just knows when the mood is right. I've just suddenly hit a bit of optimism in my stride. Got a whole bunch of axles and good stuff. And then the piano music just comes in to serenade you. Oh, it's just lovely. Just gorgeous, I tell you. Where in God's name is the ship? It's over there. How do I get down there? I better move fast because I'm going to run out of time to bring all these axles back and stuff. Can I just survive this fall? Oh, well, too late. I'm surviving it. Too late, too late. I'm surviving it. Too late. I'm surviving it. Too late. I'm surviving it. Okay. No, don't. I think there are just some environmental noises that happen that actually don't mean anything. Oh, birds! Scanned! Yay! I can't actually turn the flashlight off while I'm carrying something big in my hands like this, so... We'll just have to run it out for a bit, but I can charge it back while I'm here. I think you always have the charging station. That's not an upgrade you need to purchase or any such thing. I can't climb this with my hands. But I can drop this thing on down here. Large axle! Boosh! Let's see about charging this thing now. Dong! And let me drop the shovel here because we want to have room enough for both those things and then the axle. Actually, I don't know if the axle takes a slot or if it's just hands full now. But we're about to find out, I guess. Oh, is there anything interesting up here? I went up another water tower and found a data chip, so... Maybe there's something up here? Or maybe not. I guess you can't climb ladders when you have bigger things in your hand. You gotta just drop them down. But at least we found the ladder this time. Alright, where'd all my junk go? It was right, I left it right by the entrance, didn't I? Okay, I don't want to be wasting time because I will run out. And I don't know if bad things happen, like if more monsters come out or something closer to nighttime. But these are the very tame moons where there aren't too many monsters out and about in the outside of the facilities, it seems. And as evidenced, not many tons inside the facility either. So we shouldn't really be that worried, should we? Okay, yeah, this does take us a lot, so it was wise of us to drop the shield behind, it would seem. We're carrying 59 pounds here, so I guess our stamina is going to recharge slow. I'll huck this over the edge and then go find the ladder again. The ladder's actually over here, so I'll huck it down the ladder. There we go. Please tell me that didn't clip through the ground. No, right here. Right where we left it. Oh, I do move quite sluggish with it, although. Ah, that's right, piano music. Gently lull us back to this ship, where we will definitely make quota this time and not fail like complete losers. Ah, so lovely. We do have to be careful which day we bring it back, though, because we bring it back certain days and it won't be worth quite as much. But with the way it is now... Oh, this one's worth even a bit more than this other axle. Oh, so they can be worth different... They're worth slightly varying amounts. I didn't realize. I figured all axles would be worth X amount. And so on and so forth. Nice. It doesn't measure the shovel, so I guess they don't actually get any kind of... amount for themselves. Can I put this stuff on these here, and maybe that makes them disappear less when you die or something? Really, this would be the time to figure that out. Because we're not actually really being too serious about winning this time. I mean, in this video, but I do kind of want to win this time now that we've managed to get all this good stuff without dying, so I think I might just not test out if these things stick around when you die. Let's see what our grade was for that. It was like 195 out of a possible probably 400 or 500, so that'll probably be worth... Oh, 265, so that was a grade A! Look at us go! 7 experience for that. I don't feel like the experience is really sticking around as much as I'm expecting it will. So we've got 2 days left to make quota. My understanding is that if I die even when out there now, I'll lose these things, so we don't want that. But I do want to explore a moon. Well, you know what? I'll just waste these 2 days by landing back here and flying back up, and then ending up in the... oh, I should just go into the... I shouldn't have done that. I should have headed to the company building in between there to see if maybe it was 100% on that first day. Maybe it's never like that. Maybe it's always 100% on the last day. But we should leave. My intention is just to land and then go back up for until the end of days so that we get a 100% conversion rating, because we have enough loot to make that. And then after we meet this quota, I will just land on a moon and then end it off the episode wandering into the wilderness, because that's how I left this game off last night. What a weird episode we have here, but what a wonderful place. There were 388 things of scrap there, of which we got 0, but we didn't die, so that's a grade C. All right with me. Let's return to the company now and see what their conversion rate is today. Basically, all videos I've seen of this game are people returning in with... I almost always see it read 100%, so I guess maybe it's the common tactic to wait till the last day, and that's why it's always reading 100% for everyone else, and only read 53% for me then. Maybe I just wasn't looking very carefully on those videos. Alright, I have to tell it to land. Sure does open the door pretty early for my liking, though. I'm like worried about all the stuff in our ship going and flying out when it does that. Alright, so let's just drop our gear down here, grab these 3, sell them all. Well, no, we won't sell them off unless it's unless the conversion rate's decent. If I'm right that that's what that is. Okay, so 77%, so it does seem like it probably grows from day to day, so 100% at the end of the final day, so I will just wait for that. So it's meant to penalize you for giving it in too early, which adds a bit of a risk-reward thing if you want to try and hang on to them till the last day or not. I get how it goes. Works for me then! Launch! And I will just type vow here. It's currently eclipsed on this moon. Nice! Oh, right, I can't do that till we're actually in the sky, I guess. In space. There we go. Not confirm. So I'm just landing here on vow to skip the day aheads that the final day approaches and we have a 100% conversion rate. And we can meet our quota. All by ourselves. Because we're strong and independent. Well, at least we're independent. I hope nothing comes and destroys me while I'm trying to start the ship again. I don't love all the stomping. Can we please leave? What was all the stomping about? What's the stomping? The ship is taking off, right? Oh man, there were scaries outside. We are very lucky that we did not go any further outside. Okay, good. Good, awesome. Collected 0 of 372 sparklies, but you know what? Survived, so grade C. I'm with you on that one again, game. Oh, it even told us the conversion rate on the screen there. Yes, I see.
You have 0 days left to meet the profit quota.
Well, fear not, my friend, because we're routing the autopilot to the company building, and we've got all the goods we need. Let's drop the shovel and the flashlight. So I suppose in theory it's possible if you know you want to save some quota for next time, you could like save some gear, some scrap up on your ship. You don't have to turn it all in right away, but for the purpose of this episode, let's dump it all in here, shall we? Sell the clipboard, the flask, all this stuff, and the second axle. Let's just see how much profit we get from all that. It was 190 something. Ooh. We just dig until we hear the slimy noises in the wall, I guess. Like so. And then we stand well back and hide and cower behind things. They got it all right. For how much? 95! Yeah! You know what that is, friends? That's quota. So our first 3 days in Lethal Company survived, my friends. Feels good, it feels fine. So I know this is sort of a weird, not really playthrough kind of video, but I was enjoying the vibes of this game, man. When I played it last night, it just really soothed me, and it made me, I slept like a baby. I said I was really anxious before playing it. I was having trouble sleeping for some reason. Quota reached. I booted it up. I played for like an hour. I felt so much better. New profit quota is 244. Now that's a bit of a taller order. We'll not be doing that this episode, but I did want to just to end things off here. Manticoils. That was the bird. Scientific name Quadrupes manta. Manticoils are a passerine bird of the family Corvidae. That's crows, right? Their birds are quite large their bodies are quite large compared to their early descendants, and their wingspan ranges from 55 to 64 inches. Their most defining characteristic is their set of 4 wings. Their back wings are mostly used to stabilize when at low speed, while their front 2 wings create the majority of lift. Their round bodies are a striking yellow, but with black outlines or stripes along their primary rear feathers. Manticoils mostly feed on small insects, but can also feed on small rodents. They are highly intelligent and social. They pose little threat and have a generally passive temperament towards humans, although they are capable of transmitting rabies, Rubin chloria, and pit virus. Sigurds' danger level 0%. Nice. So I think let's just end off on a moon and we'll walk into the distance and just enjoy the vibes as we close out this video. Rend. Now that sounds safe. Oh, we don't even have enough money to go. March? Let's root there and see what it tells us. It would kind of put a slight stopper in things if we got murdered by some giant hellhound before getting to wander off into the distance all pretty like. But I'm curious what this March place is about. I did root there, right? I guess I didn't spell confirm right somehow. Abandoned, expansive, constant rain, fauna, diverse. I don't like the sound of that. I guess what that means is the one where it says competitive is actually meaning it's pretty safe because there are only 1 or 2 kinds of creatures. Does the radar spy any bogeys at our current position? No, and the hazard level's only B. I say we wander off into the woods then and just enjoy ourselves. Never been here before. So my dear friends, that is all for this episode of Lethal Company. Like I said, I don't know if I don't have any immediate plans to be back to this game in multiplayer or single player. Oh, there's our facility. Let's go not that way. And I know you're probably tired of seeing videos on this because they're all about, but this game helped me out a lot last night. And I just, the whole vibes of it, I dig it. It's funny. It's got its own little sense of humor. It's got its cool sense of artistry. It's interesting. The monsters are cool. It's a bit scary. It's a bit dramatic. It's got all the good stuff. Is that another one of those data chip things? Oh, mine. I didn't actually end up reading that other one. Goodbye, September 7th. I bet you can read those from the computer in your thing. So next week on the channel is probably going to be some more Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Ooh, we can get over this mountain here. Set off into the distance and see what we can find. The answer's probably nothing, but anyone has to just wander there and see if that lovely music will come in again as we wander into the horizon. But yeah, but this is what I was saying, like, a lot of games would probably have there be an invisible wall already, but I like about this that there's just a very, very long, slopey landscape that slides into the distance. I'm already running out of flashlight. And seemingly goes on for the distance of an actual moon if you cared to walk that far. Actually, I won't end the video just yet. Let's carry on till it hits midnight. Just see how far we get into the distance before the ship leaves without us. We'll leave the forest behind and just go on a journey of our own, you know? Oh, look at that sky. With the fog and everything. It's idyllic. It's a bit dreamlike. Like, if you've ever been camping and you've woken up, like, quite early to the point where you can see, like, lakes. If you're camping near a lake and you see it before the water's been disturbed at all, and it's like a pure, like, glass mirror reflection of the sky. And you get that kind of eerie but kind of wonderful feeling where it's like, it's just you and the world. And there's nothing else going on. And look at the cranes in the distance, too. You just get a sense of such a huge world beyond what you know in this place. Oh, it's just enchanting and magical. This right here. This is what made me say I want to record a video of this tomorrow. Oh, I know it's so simple, but it's genuinely, like, makes me speechless. Just how they've been able to capture such a natural majesty in a fictional sci-fi moon with sort of cel-shaded, heavy texture filtery graphics kind of look. It's a bit of a move on, actually, because there's a bit of a mount over there and those cranes. Maybe there's actually another building way out in the distance somehow here. I doubt it. But I remember that when I wandered into the distance on the other moon that I did it, I was wandering away from a thing where there were sort of cranes I mean, I know there's like a texture. I think they don't think they're actually a model, but maybe it's indicative that there's beyond the rendered fog over here, there's another building. Probably not, but I mean, the terrain does kind of start to get more mountainous around here. Maybe there is something over here. We've got 10 or so in-game hours to examine it. Oh, man. There's something so special about the lighting as well. I guess I'd be running faster if I dropped the flashlight, couldn't I? Sorry, flashlight. Goodbye. May you assist some other weary traveler somewhere down the line. Even though I left you with, like, no battery. The ambience kind of fades out around here, too. It's just you and the clouds. Again, sort of eerie, but sort of peaceful at the same time. It does somehow feel like we're actually getting closer to those cranes, doesn't it? I love video games. I love fiction. Just look at what we can do. What we can immerse ourselves in. What a treat to be born in an era where technology allows us to do such wonderful things as this. Oh wow, there's actually more mountain over there. Maybe this, like, loops back around to the facility somehow. Like, the moon is actually really tiny. By my calculations, 5, 4, sorry, 9, 50, 51. It's about 2 in-game minutes per second. 2, 3, 4. It went to 5:06 when I was around 5:04. So the 7.5 hours we have left in game is what? How many minutes would that be? 7 times 60 is 21, 42, 420 plus 30, 450. Divide that by 2 is 225. So that's what, 4-ish minutes, 3 minutes 45. We have before the ship leaves without us. I don't know that that'll be enough to explore much around here, but it does actually kind of look like with this mountain range in between us and this crane. Maybe there is something more over here. Because it was mostly flat before this point, right? No, maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's just more mountains. I'm actually not convinced anymore that we're getting closer to those. Oh, the way the lighting changes over the day, and you can see there are some dark clouds and some light clouds. And some sky. It's incredible. It feels like they spent a lot of time on like the atmosphere and lighting. Sounds getting a bit weird and clippy. Made it to the top of the mountain. Holy crap, those cranes aren't the only thing. Look at all this stuff in the background. It's like we're about to hit a whole village. I wonder if you travel this far with like a jetpack, if it actually does amount to anything in the end. Still pretty bright sky for 7 p.m. Oh, the sun is going down. Oh wow, you can see it in front of the hills. That's a little weird. Oh yeah, it's getting pretty dim now. Scanned. Sun. 3 sparklies. Well, I suppose that's all for now, my friends. It doesn't look like we're going to find much in the dark now, the encroaching darkness. What was that? So sorry there weren't any huge jump scary monsters in this one, but we might be back sometime if people are fond of that sort of thing, or if I just feel like coming back into it. This is a very self-indulgent kind of episode, so that's that. And like I said, next video on the channel is going to be some more Legends out of Tears of the Kingdom. Thank you so very much for coming around to this weird and wonderful, just chill, Lethal Company episode. I just dig the vibes of this game, man. There's something so beautiful about the art you can make with, yes, the autopilot ship will leave at midnight. I am aware. Don't worry. When you have it's one person's sole artistic vision. I think this was made by one person, was my impression. Or a very small team, if not. Absolutely delightful. And all the clips it's birthed on the internet are lovely. And it's a cool game so far. I dig it. Can't wait to see where it goes. So thank you so very much for coming around. Hopefully I will see you around. Admiral's going to be out of here now. Peace. I'm just doing it with one hand because one hand needs to walk forward. Shelf there. I'm wonking you a whole bunch. Spin strike there. I'll grab your sword there. No sword for you. Sword. I've lost the sword privileges. Thought I had my shield out more than I actually did there. What? Okay, go away with you. Only other weapon here is I've got just a two-handed sword here, but let's make a nice, big, chunky two-hander.